There is no place in Iran that the long arm of Israel cannot reach. And that's true of the entire Middle East.
Apparently, he wasn't bluffing. Israel has dealt severe blows to Iran's axis of resistance in the past weeks, beginning from the assassination of Hassan Nasrallah and his successor, Hashim Shafieldin. Israel also killed Abbas Neofarishan, the IRGC commander coordinating the affairs of the axis of resistance in Syria and Lebanon. It is pertinent to know the position of the IRGC in this entire conflict. The IRGC is the unconventional force of Iran. Apart from the Iranian military, we have the IRGC that coordinates the different axes of resistance from Syria to Yemen to Lebanon and even Iraq. The IRGC was formerly headed by Qasem Soleimani, that was killed in 2020 by the American strike in Iraq. Now, the current IRGC commander, Ismail Qaani, is under investigation because from the assassination of Aniya on July 31st, it is visible and quite pertinent that the IRGC must be involved in this high-level assassination. The hotel Aniya was in was meant to be secured by the IRGC, but one way or the other, Israel managed to assassinate Aniya in that hotel secured by the IRGC. For 32 years, the Nasrallah-led Hezbollah, he has been very conscious of his security. Nasrallah took his security to a higher level. How come that same Nasrallah was killed just like that by Israel? Of course, reports have it that Nasrallah had stepped out of the Hezbollah headquarters on September 27, but later went back to that same headquarters to meet Abbas Neofarishan. Then Israel struck. On September 29, Ismail Qaani, the head of the IRGC, went into Lebanon. He was meant to have a meeting with the Hezbollah commanders. He terminated the meeting later, and before we could say Jack Robinson, Israel struck again. Now, this calls for suspicion in Iran. Now, the IRGC is the most powerful force in terms of antagonizing Israel. Now, this is very important and unique. How did Israel manage to penetrate the IRGC? Of course, we cannot say Israel has been unable to do this going by the high-level assassinations that have occurred. So can we say the head of the IRGC, Ismail Qaani, is a spy or an agent of Israel? There is possibility for this. Qasem Soleimani was murdered in 2020. The two sides, Iran and Israel, have been very good chess players in a long game. While Israel focuses more on intelligence, Iran has been building its forces around Israel, as well as investing more in weapons. Qasem Soleimani's murder in 2020 paved the way for Qaani's emergence. Could it have been that Israel notified the United States that the main problem it will be having in an eventual war with Iran would be Qasem Soleimani? Of course, we all know after Qasem Soleimani's death, we heard of how vital and important he has been able to coordinate the axis of resistance, just like Hassan Nasrallah. So Israel could have notified the United States under President Donald Trump that once Qasem Soleimani is out of the way, the next in line that they are sure of will be an Israeli asset. Today, Ismail Qaani is being interrogated in Iran. Of course, going by these assassinations, one will definitely be sure that there must be an internal spy that has been working closely with Israel. If Qaani is the internal spy, then it means Israel has been able to do a very good job. Iran, on the other hand too, has been doing its own job by ensuring that the axis of resistance, the different bodies, the different groups that are members of the axis of resistance do not fall from Syria to Yemen to Iraq and to Lebanon. This is definitely going to be a long journey. It is indeed a long journey for Israel and Iran.